Greetings, hello, aloha, bienvenidos. So my name's Weege. This is my weekend update. I'm gonna do these every weekend. Saturday, November 14th. I just got back from Sam's Club. So for all you Californians, Sam's Club is like Costco and just as crazy. I think it's owned by Walmart too, which is super weird. But their products are pretty dope and it's affordable. I don't know why I'm plugging them. They're not like sponsoring me or anything. So, but as always, it's a madhouse in there, and I can already see people like, I don't know if they're hoarding, but I could see people a little stocked up on toilet paper, which is what I was buying too. But I was buying it for my family, so I guess everyone is technically. By the way, I got toilet paper for sale. Just kidding. Hopefully no one's hoarding, but you never know. There might be another shutdown. All this talk, it's just insanity right now. So I'm doing great, all things considered. I've taken a lot of notes here because I'm a freaking nerd. I come from the tech world of B2B digital marketing, but I'm a songwriter, so I still apply a lot of that shit. So I just want to touch on a couple things. Like, I'm going through some tough times right now. I think everyone in the world is. For those that don't know, my wife and I, we own a bakery as well here in Colorado. Our primary function is as a wholesale bakery, so we have all these accounts with coffee shops and stuff. So there's a high probability that we're probably not gonna make it through the end of the year. We're trying to fight for it, and fingers crossed that it's gonna work out. But the signs aren't good so far. The way things are trending, but we're hanging on and we're keeping positive. I do appreciate a lot of my friends on my personal Facebook offering to help out and order stuff online. We do sell cookies online, but it's just not as simple as pushing up our sales. We rely on that wholesale kind of production to keep the business going, and we had to close our retail. We had to let go of all of our employees. It sucks. It's a crappy situation, but we're hanging on to that one last wholesale account, which is a big one for us, and it's keeping food on the table for now. But losing that, we lost another major account, and that's kind of what's setting us back. So the reason I'm talking about this is just like, part of us is already accepting the inevitable possibility of losing our business because of COVID. I just wish, I didn't take a loan out earlier this year, but it's life. This pandemic shit, it's hurting our economy. It's hurting small businesses. It's hurting families. People are losing jobs. It's a tough time. So look out for each other's. It's global too. It's not just in America. Everyone's hurting. But the good news is I have 3 healthy daughters. I have an amazing wife. My life is fine for now. And, it's also opening up other doors. So if you're going through something like this, please reach out. I think as a community for small business owners or just people who are struggling and don't have, just need someone to talk to, holler. You know what I mean? I'm open. I'm always here to listen. Don't hesitate. Anyway, the purpose of all this is these are new beginnings for me. I reinvested myself time-wise, not really, well, financially too, but everything in music costs something, right? So, but on the flip side of that, with new beginnings, I'm now able to spend more time making music. Can't tour yet, but it's gonna be a tight Christmas. But again, times are tough, and tough people always find a way to overcome. So if you really want to help me out, support my music. Right now I don't have a whole lot of ways to do that because I can't play live, but you can buy shirts off of weegemusic.com. You can follow my artist profile on Spotify, add my songs to your playlist that are relative to the style of music. Hit that heart, save my song. You can do that on Apple Music too. It's really important. It helps the algorithms and the software discover your work, that people are interested in your music, and then it helps you get noticed by other, playlists. So super important. That's my life now. Music. This is what I'm doing. I'm fully committed to it. I'm excited. It's also scary as fuck, but I'm excited. If you see me out on Main Street, busking, throw me a couple quarters, yo. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, maybe I'll do some busking. Busking would be fun. I always wanted to do that. But I don't know how you do it with a fucking mask on. Oh. Where was I at? Oh, Unorthodox Magic. That's my last EP. I want to say thank you to everyone. On a positive note, everyone that's been giving my latest EP, Unorthodox Magic, spins on Spotify. Streams. Sorry, I say spins because I'm a dork. And and on Apple Music, it's trending upwards. It's ticking up. I feel really blessed for that because I didn't know what to expect. To think back, I rebooted my career in July. I took a huge break. Raised my family. But to go from I think I had 25 monthly listeners, and now I'm at I think closer to 6,000. It's between 4,000 to 6,000. It fluctuates a bunch. But it's just weird because I've been grinding, constantly promoting, talking it up as best I can because I'm not out in public like I used to be. But it's rewarding, and it's weird because I'm not really out in the open talking type. Maybe I am when I have a couple beers, but anyway, I'm committed to that goal. That goal I set, I think a month ago, is that in 2021, I want to hit 1 million monthly streams, which is a crazy goal. But I fucking think I can do it. I believe I can do it. I have the drive and the focus on it. So help me out there. Hit that heart. Follow me on Spotify. Big shout out to everyone who helped me on this EP. Raul Bianchi from The Expendables played guitar. Greg Medeiros from 88 South and a bunch of other bands. He's played in a lot of bands. He and I go way back. He played bass on a few songs, played keys on Fascination. Mark LeBlanc played a lot of drums on this album. Clev, my boy Clev, Cruel Summer. We did that duet. The song was fun. Push comes to shove. And then Do Right also featured on one of my songs. That was fun. So just a lot of people just throwing down, helping out, getting involved. I love that. A lot of these songs were not necessarily B-sides, but songs I didn't finish, and I got to finish them with people I love making music with. So last but not least, the amazing, the beautiful, talented Bernadette Montoya. Thank you for the album cover art. Her photograph is on the cover. The fairy. The magical fairy, which is a dope picture. It's still one of my favorites. Thank you for doing that. She's actually going to be on another single in December on the cover. I have some pretty cool. They're on my Instagram. You can check them out. All right. Next up, new single and the Nice Vibes EP. And yes, I'm looking at notes because my mind just. See, I already lost my focus. Lost my thought. New single will be coming out. Let's see, December 11th. So, this is my first big update in a while. I took the rest of November to just kind of chill on releases because I was releasing stuff every 2 to 3 weeks. Unorthodox Magic, I really wanted to kind of gel, people get into it a little bit for this month before I start releasing more stuff. So that first single will be called Always Something. That's coming out December 11th. And then on Christmas Eve, or technically Christmas Day, 25th, I'll be releasing a song called Friend in Me. I wrote that one for the wifey. I wrote it a long time ago. It's probably one of my favorite songs. It turned out really different from where I started, but it's a fun song. And then on January 8th, I'll be releasing a song called California. As y'all know, I'm a California boy. I was, born in New York, raised in California, and now I'm grounded in Colorado here. I'm not going anywhere else. We'll see, maybe. And then that's all leading up to another EP called Nice Vibes. It's a 5-song EP, so you'll hear 2 songs on that EP that no one's heard yet. Stoked about this EP because it's possibly my most polished, just kind of compiled ideas. And these were songs that were, again, not finished. I wouldn't call them B-sides, I just never got to finish them. But it features Raul Bianchi from The Expendables on lead guitar. It's got Greg Medeiros on bass on 2 or 3 songs. It's got Mark LeBlanc on drums on a few songs. So it should be pretty dope as far as energy. The mixing is actually done by Adam Patterson from The Expendables, the drummer and vocalist from The Expendables. So, and then we got it mastered, and it sounds so dope. I'm so excited. Just to have all these people involved and kind of believing in this project, I'm stoked. It was fun to whip up because, I decided to do a shorter EP this time. This one I did was 8 songs. This was 5 songs. And I did it because it was wintertime and I didn't really want to release a whole bunch of music because winter's a really tough time to release music and make money. So, but I'm not doing this for money. I don't know why I said that, but it's just hard to get notoriety in the winter because people are distracted with the holidays and stuff, Christmas shopping and whatnot. So I'm in I don't give a fuck mode. So I'm just like, fuck it, do it. So then I got another album. I got so much music coming out, it's ridiculous. Choice Selections is the next album, like a full-length album. So to follow that up, I'm currently in the final stages of finishing. It's 10 songs. And this is another one I did with my fellow songwriter, producer, Mark LeBlanc. He's the drummer. He's in a couple bands. He's in like Project 432. Go check out Project 432. They're dope. If you like AA South, you'll definitely like 432. It's like very similar kind of rock, groove, kind of jammy reggae vibes. I don't know how to explain it. John Wayne the Pain's another one. That dude's so soulful. That's a band that Mark plays in as well. He tours with them a lot. So anyway, this album's called Choice Selections. I call it that because these were like choice cuts of me. No, just choice cuts. I don't know how to go any further than that, but it was just like, these are the best songs I've written in a long time. So I'm excited that I put them in Mark's hands. Mark's one of the first people that really reached out to me when I moved out here to Colorado. And he's kind of been in my corner for a long time. So, and I wrote these and recorded these. I recorded these 3 years ago. I wrote them like 6 years ago. So these have kind of been on the shelf, and I dropped the ball because of just life's crazy. And he's kind of pulled me back into it when I started to stray, and we went back at it this last year. Pre-pandemic, it probably would already be out, to be honest. But, we just had a lot of shit to deal with personally. I did, at least. So there's a lot of cool features, not necessarily like other artists and bands featured on the album, but there's a lot of collaborations from musicians down in Pueblo, Denver, Colorado Springs. We've got a lot of different people on it. It's gonna be the first full production. Like we're gonna have horns, we're gonna have backup vocals, percussion. It's gonna be really full, really massive and rich production. So can't wait. I'm ranting. I'm just gonna go real quick into some future projects. J Culture is a guy I met online through like a Facebook music group. I think it was Denver Music, and he's a songwriter down in Colorado Springs. I'm excited. I'm gonna write 3 songs with him. This fella, J Culture, he also does like lo-fi music, so he does some really cool like chilled out beats, like stuff you could smoke to. But he's from Guam originally, but he lives here in Colorado Springs, and he has some cool, fresh reggae ideas. I guess you could call it Pacific Islander vibe, like Polynesian style reggae. But it's right now it's just in like a really raw format. So I'm kind of helping him produce drums, bass, and guitar, and putting it together. For now, I'll probably be the featured vocalist on it. But we may just end up giving it to another artist, selling it to another artist, or putting it out as Weege and AA South. We'll see. We haven't gotten to that level yet, though. But I'm just kind of building the songs out, and I'm stoked on them. They're going to be really good, catchy melodies. Dude's a good songwriter. And then I just recorded a few weeks back Megan Richardson, just a good friend of mine. I think y'all remember her from Peak Arrival. She was in we did a little duet, acoustic. But we played as a full band in California a few times. She's got 5 songs coming out. That I know right now she's getting the drums worked on by Mark LeBlanc. And then, I don't know, I'm excited for folks to hear this one because it's very, there's like folk energy and there's like soul at the same time. It's really good. And there's like almost like a gospel vibe on a couple tunes, but there's still like a fun poppy reggae vibe. It's a good mix of everything. So it's really fun for her to get her ideas out because I know she's been jonesing to do that for a while. All right. Oh, RGE Music. So Eli, I met this dude Eli online. We chop it up all the time on Instagram. What's up, Eli? So I actually challenged him to make me a lovers rock reggae vibe because he does mostly like dub and roots, it's really dope. You gotta look him up. RGE Music on Instagram. He does more like rootsy dub, just good vibes. But I wanted to do something more lovers rock, so he sent me a little demo of it, and I'm stoked. I can't wait to start throwing some vocals on it. I got some ideas in my head. I haven't actually scribed all this shit out yet, but I'll get there. But that's something I'm working on next week, and should be done pretty quick. The next album, all right, I say album, and this is one of those things that's kind of up in the air, but I'm calling it the Greg Medeiros 880 South album, right? And it's not a discard album. He's actually writing 10, maybe 12 songs from scratch. He's basically orchestrating the whole thing from, all instruments. He's doing it all from scratch. And then I'm gonna come in and put in melodies and vocals, and we're gonna kind of like how we used to write in our first band. I just want him to have an opportunity to kind of put something out, because he's got a lot of great ideas, got a lot of great hooks even. So you may hear some hooks from him. We'll see. But that should be, if it goes right, 2021. It just depends on the timing of choice selections. I don't want to release 2 albums super close together. And my model right now is releasing a lot of singles in between. But just like the background, like most of y'all who are my friends know, Greg and I go all the way back to high school, freshman year. We started writing like our senior year. We started a band called Floppy Rods, and then we broke that off, and it evolved into this concept of 880 South, which is more reggae than funk. So we got a lot of history musically. We performed a lot of live shows together. We've toured together. We've recorded a lot of music together. So I'm not just excited about what you're gonna hear from him in some of these demos, but like the potential growth that he and I will take as songwriters together, because I think we think alike. Like stuff just kind of clicks when we're in the same room. And us doing it remotely, he's in Cali and I'm here in Colorado. It's, should be fun. But we haven't decided where we're going to fully record it yet. We don't know exactly who's going to be involved. We're calling it 880 South, but we don't know exactly what that means yet. It's just, right now, it's just he and I. Maybe you see some old faces, maybe you see some new faces. Can't guarantee nothing. We shall see. On top of all that, I'm writing another reggae album, which is purely lovers rock reggae. There'll be some like rock steady tones and some, I don't know if I'd say ska. I'm not really a ska guy, but it'll be grooving, right? This is actually the drums and keys for one of those songs I'm writing right now. So stoked on that. I don't have anything projected yet. It's maybe 10 to 13 songs. It'll likely be a 2022 album, depending on the timing of Greg's album and choice selections. So a lot of music coming out. But basically the way I do it is I take these drums that I recorded, all these tones and little beats and stuff I put together, and then I write my ideas on top of these drums, and then I pull the drums out and I send it to Mark. He never hears the drums, and then Mark kind of puts his own feel on it, his own vibe. So there's still like a natural element to it. It's not like he's trying to play what someone else already wrote, right? So that always works out. For he and I, like for Mark and I, it works out really good to kind of go back and forth with ideas. So I'm not really like married to any style until it's like, we're further along and advanced in the song. So it's fun though to get into that process. Like I'm excited about this reggae album because it's gonna be the first album that's just reggae. There'll be no pop, no soul, won't be anything like the last few albums I put out. But I'm excited. It's gonna be like, lovers rock, rocksteady, dub, roots. It's gonna be eclectic, kind of just all these vibes stuffed into one warm pie. But it won't dabble in other genres. It'll just be like specifically reggae. So I don't know what to call it yet. Probably just the reggae album because I'm boring. Last few things I'm gonna touch on here because I'm running up. I wanted to get this under 20 minutes. Collabs. I am open to collabs, man. If you're out there, you're an MC, you're a singer, guitarist, fucking conga player, cajon player. I don't care what you play. You can play the spoons. Hit me up. I love to collab. That's one of my favorite things to do. So, and it's making me a better songwriter. So, if you have ideas and you want to work with someone who's can kind of put together a full production, just holler at me. Let's do it. Let's go. There's no better time than right now for songwriters and producers to kind of work together because we ain't playing live shows. All right. This is it. I'm closing out. I'm going to do what I call next up. And this is all the things coming in the coming weeks, coming months. Not albums, but just like what I'm doing production-wise and marketing-wise, I guess. I don't fucking know. Weekend updates. I'm going to do these every Saturday because it seems to be my most chill day when I get home from working at the bakery and stuff. So expect these every week. These are my longer videos. Live streaming performances. So many people ask me about this, and I tried to commit to it in August, and I freaking dropped the ball pretty hard. Again, a lot of personal shit going on with my bakery. But not with my family. We're all good. It's just been really tough to manage a schedule, but I'm getting closer to just having full freedom here. So let's see. So they'll probably just be like 30-minute sets. They'll be really short. I'll probably do like one where that'll be acoustic, and I'll do like not greatest hits, but just like my most popular songs. And then I'll probably do another 30-minute set with me playing like electric guitar and backtracking. I got a loop station. I got the whole setup. I got a PA. So it'll be kind of fun. It will sound like a full band, but it won't be. It'll be all programmed. But I'll still be performing it live with my vocals and my guitar. So we'll see if that catches. I don't know if that's going to stick. Be like Milli Vanilli. Anyway, I'm thinking I also want to do song reviews because I can't seem to get song reviews anyway, so I might as well just review them myself. But not like reviewing, this song's so great. It'll be more like kind of going behind the scenes. I don't want to say behind the music, because am I infringing if I do that? So anyway, behind the scenes kind of deep dive of how every song was created, who was involved, just getting a little deeper into the music, a little history on the song. They should only be about 5 minutes long, unlike this long ass video. And then finally, I want to do an AMA, Ask Me Anything, or like a Q&A. So like literally, if you DM me on Instagram or Facebook, MeWe or Twitter or any of these social medias that I have, I'll respond to your questions. And it can be anything: personal, music, business, life. You need marriage counseling, whatever, dude, I'm here. Holler. But you literally can ask me anything, and I'll more than likely answer as best I can, unless it's weird or I don't know. You never know with me. I'm weird too. But that's all, folks. Final note. I got like a minute and a half here left. Be kind to each other. Everyone's going through some tough times, dude. Don't buy into the divisive culture right now. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing family and friends over. Don't get so worked up over opinions, and just focus on being good to each other. We need more of that in the world. That's all I got. Support local music. Support all my friends that I mentioned in this. And I'll be back. Peace.